Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Boost. Peekaboo. I see you because I'm YouTube famous now. Available in 2021. The album, Dad, AF, Rock on Gold Dust. I went to a party last Saturday night. I didn't get laid. I got a hey little thing, let me light your candle, cause mama, I'm sure hard to handle now. Yes, I am. I'm sitting on the floor. How are you guys doing today? Oh my gosh, let's talk. Okay, this story is, it's not even just a story, and it's definitely not, to me, like drama. It is like, there's so much going on with it, and before I get into this, today we're going to talk about David Dobrik. We're going to talk about David Dobrik losing brand deals. We're going to talk about David Dobrik deleting videos, which he warned us he was going to do. I'm going to talk about that in just a second. And do you guys see how, like, burnt I got yesterday? I am, like, so burnt, and I was literally outside for, like, 2 hours. This is, I got pretty burnt, and I'm, like, hurting today, too. My back, look at this. My back is red, and it's not good. So, anyway. And, yes, I did put on SPF. I put on SPF. So anyway, before I get into this video though, until we get into the meat and potatoes of this video, I want to give a little shout out to Leah. Leah sent me a message yesterday and she said, hey Peter, love your videos. Whenever I'm feeling a little down, I put your videos on and I instantly feel your good energy. It's mine and my better half, Paul's 4-year anniversary on the 24th, and would love for you to do a shout out as he watches your videos with me. And I just want to say thank you so much. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary, Paul and Leah, because I love love. Don't you love to be in love? Anyway, and I just love when I get messages like that, and it's just so cool. And I have to tell you what is so funny. So, you know, I signed up to do this Cameo thing. I've been sent, like, what do you call it? Like, the people from Cameo had asked me to be part of it for, like, months on end, and I had never done it. I thought, well, I don't think anybody will sign up for whatever. I had no clue the amount of people that would get Cameos, which I just love, and they give me such, like, just, like, you know, little special messages about their lives, and they'll say, like, can you tell my sister Judy that blah, 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 whatever. But my favorite thing is this, is that now girlfriends and wives are getting Cameos for their husbands and boyfriends, and they're like, yeah, every night we watch your videos together. And I don't know why, but that just makes me so happy because, like, you know, at the end of the day, my husband and I will, like, you know, lay in bed and we'll, like, well, but we'll, like, look at TikToks. Do you guys do that? Do you lay in bed and, like, show each other TikToks and funny stuff, funny memes on Instagram? So the fact that people watch my videos together, it really, really makes me so happy, and I want to say thank you for that. So anyway, and I just want to say thank you so much for the overwhelming support of you guys watching my videos. And I say this on a regular basis, but in a situation where I'm talking about somebody that I feel like has lost, really kind of lost their way or doesn't really, I don't know, like, it's important for me to come back on here again and say, you know, that when I feel, first of all, I just want to say, at 48 years old, almost 49 years old, I live a charmed life, okay? To be able to wake up every single day and make videos and have a life beyond my wildest dreams, doing something that I absolutely love, is not missed on me. And one of the things that makes me so sad is when YouTubers get to a point where they feel like they just come across as very entitled. Like, okay, you were literally handed this life, okay? And I'm not saying that these people don't work hard and that they don't, you know, like, do a good job editing their videos or coming up with creative ideas. I'm not saying any of that, right? But the reality is the majority of people that make it on YouTube make it on total luck, okay? That's what it is. And maybe one viral video or something like that. Or other people shouting them out, you know? This is not a field, and I don't care what anybody says, but this is the truth if you really look at it. YouTube is not a field which is based on talent and education and work ethic. It just isn't, right? I mean, hell, I post a video on my Peterisms channel every single day almost. And if if it was based on like work ethic, that channel would be getting like 1 million views a video versus the 800 that it gets. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think there's so many of us out there that do this because we love it, that it then makes us sad when we see other YouTubers that take it for granted. And I want to say this, and I really, really believe this, and this is one of the greatest lessons I've learned in the last year. And I know when people are like, this is the long intro and whatever, well, this is important to me, and that's why I say it, that, you know, whatever we do throughout the day, whoever we're texting, whoever we're talking to on the phone, whoever we work with, whoever we're having dinner or lunch with, you know, whoever we are romantically involved with or have as friends, those are people that we are literally giving seconds, minutes, hours, days of our lives to, right? And so when we have those people in our lives, we're literally handing time of our lives over to them. So when you guys sit down and you push play and you choose to watch one of my videos on any of my channels, you're basically giving me parts of your life. And I just want to say thank you so much for allowing me in your life. It really, I say a lot because it means a lot to me. And recently people have been really, really just supporting my Peter Does Stuff channel, and it really means so much to me. And I want to say thank you. The last 2 videos that I've made over there have been really vulnerable for me to do, and the support has been really overwhelming, and I want to say thank you. So, okay, let's get into what this video is about today. And like I said, I don't know that I necessarily consider this drama, and this is part of the thing that's hard for me, and people are like, well, Peter, we know that these are not videos that you, like, usually cover on your channel, and they're not, okay? But here's what's happening. If you want to talk about the drama commentary or the commentary community, is that, you know, 4 years ago, was it almost 5 years ago when I started doing drama commentary, like I've said before, it was videos where we would talk about things like, you know, Jeffree Star and Manny MUA, like, releasing a palette at the same time, you know, or it was, you know, Trisha, like, a huge part of it was Trisha Paytas and her going through her breakup with Sean and things like that. And, you know, it wasn't this, like, this just devastating kind of subject matter that we're talking about. And to be honest with you, I do not enjoy, like, this channel has always been, like, if somebody said to me, like, break down your channels for me, okay, my vlog channel is my heartstone. I love my vlog channel. It's where I sit there and I just talk for an hour, well, now it's a half an hour because I'm out of town right now, but, you know, like, an hour to an hour and a half every single day, and I just share stories of my life, and I talk about my recovery and my grieving my mom and things of me growing up, and little stories from when I was a kid and stuff like that. You know, and then my booktube channel, Peter Likes Books, is where I talk about loving books, and it's my passion, and, you know, I have 2 book clubs, you know, and just being able to be part of that reading community is so awesome to me. And then my Peterisms channel is where I read meditations and I talk about sobriety and how to just get through life and whatever. And I want to say a special thank you to Raw Beauty Christie for supporting that channel so much. She has been so awesome, and I really appreciate it. She always tweets out, she's like, this is exactly what I needed to hear today. And it means so much to me because it's basically me just reading meditation books on, you know, daily affirmations. And then my review channel is so much fun for me to get to try new things. It's something I've always wanted to do. What is that for? I have 6 channels. What's my other channel? I don't know. Oh, my Peter Does Stuff channel that I just recently started is becoming like what I always thought that I would do on YouTube, which is like kind of an OG, you know, just like YouTube channel. But then there's this channel, and I would always have said, this is my channel, you know, where I flip fans, and it's just kind of like S.H.I. Tootin' giggles, and it's funny and all that kind of stuff. But it's getting to the point where if I'm gonna be over here and I'm gonna have, you know, if people will say, well, you're not addressing this issue, or you're not addressing that issue, or whatever, if I don't talk about certain things. And the reality is, if I don't talk about something over here, it's because, number one, I think that it's too dark, and I don't know enough about it to be respectful of the topic, or number 2, I don't know enough about it, if that makes sense. There are entire YouTubers that I will never discuss on this channel. I will never mention their names. I will not discuss them on this channel. And that has just been a choice of mine from the beginning. And I've always wanted this channel to be kind of lighthearted and fun, and a place that people could come and escape, right? But there's always this force from within, of like Twitter and things like that, or the comment sections. If you read my comment sections of any video, you know, yesterday I posted a video that I had pre-filmed where I talked about Trisha Paytas, and it's like, you know, for a long time people were like, oh, you no longer support Trisha Paytas because she came for you. And because I shared in a video that Trisha Paytas reached out to me and she apologized to me, now I'm defending Trisha Paytas, and she and I are, that people are like, oh, they're obviously good friends. Trisha Paytas and I are not friends. Trisha Paytas and I have not talked since one interchange on a DM on Twitter, and I have no reason to lie about that. And I have no reason to defend Trisha Paytas. And when she starts becoming extremely messy again, I'll address it on here as well. Because I made a decision a while ago, like a year and a half ago, that I wanted to sit on the outside looking in, and I wanted to be objective. And I didn't want to be friends with any of these people, right? But if you don't talk about certain things, and people are like, well, you won't talk about this, you won't talk about this, you won't talk about this. If I don't talk about it, it's because I wanted this channel to be lighthearted. I wanted it to be a place like where Leah shared that she comes when she's having a hard time. I think for a lot of us to go then watch videos that trigger us or bring up issues, you know, from our past, or bring up issues that maybe aren't lighthearted and fun, I don't know how I feel about that. And I'm kind of in the middle right now of what I need to do with this channel as far as like, do I address these issues or do I not? David Dobrik is literally the topic that everybody is talking about right now. And I said in a couple videos ago, I said, I'm going to start talking about these things, but I'm going to have to figure out a way to talk about them. One of the ways for me to do that is by reading other people's comments. It's by reading articles and things like that and educating, and not just coming out and making some blanket statement until, I mean, what we're talking about David Dobrik is, it's not tea, it's not drama, it's not commentary, it's a legal situation. I mean, it really is on that level at this point. And these are the very, very serious allegations that are being made. And, you know, and I think that when we're talking, like, I was reading a thread that Keemstar had put up about these backers that aren't backing his application anymore. And underneath on the comment, you know, it was like there were a lot of comments underneath there, and not because of Keemstar, but just because he posted it, and this is what people had to say about it. And a lot of people were like defending David Dobrik, and they were saying, you know, these are things from the past, why are they being brought up now, and yada, yada, yada. And the reality is that for all of these influencers out there that are being affected by these are things from the past, there are people in the past that were affected by that, right? And so it's, are we paying homage to those people? Are we giving those people the same benefit of the doubt that we would give these huge influencers? And I think that's where it becomes very, very serious. It's like, I don't know what it would be like to watch, you know, 22 videos about a situation that was about me. You know what I mean? Like, I think that would have to be hard for a lot of these people that are involved, and not just in the David Dobrik situation, but in a lot of these situations. So I think, like, for me, I don't know a lot about it, in all honesty. Like, I did not watch the H3 thing last night. We were out to dinner. I do plan on watching it, and if I feel like I need to give commentary, I will. But like, I got on Twitter, and it was just like comment, you know? And that's where I feel like a little bit, I want to be careful in how I address these situations. So, what I wanted to talk about today was the David Dobrik losing brand deals, and I also wanted to talk about the fact that he's deleting videos. And I got up this morning and I was trying to figure out how I wanted to do this video. And so I thought, you know, I need to go back and watch this David Dobrik apology video. And so I went back and I watched this video. And it's interesting watching the David Dobrik video now, after everything we know in the last couple days. If you go back and watch it, okay, when I watched it originally, the David Dobrik, what they're calling the apology video, although there's no apology really in the video, when you go back and you watch it, it's interesting because David in the video, when I originally watched it, I guess I didn't really understand what he was saying in the video. And I was listening for the apology, of which he talks about the consent and things like that. Now, he has come out and he has deleted a mass amount of videos. I will share that with you in just a second. And when you go back and you watch it, what he says in there is, he says at the beginning of it, something to the effect of, like, he's always wanted to make videos for fun, he's never wanted to offend anybody, and later when he's realized he has no problem taking videos down because he doesn't want to do that. And also when people have changed their mind, and down the road, they have, like, said no, like, they've given consent at the time of the video, but later they've changed their mind, that he then takes videos down because he wants to, because he doesn't, like, if they don't give their consent consent anymore, he wants to take that video down and be considerate of them, okay? And then he goes into this whole thing of these people that he no longer aligns with them anymore, and the reason he doesn't is because they are highly problematic, okay? Well, at the time that I was watching the video, it didn't really make sense to me why he was making these statements. In retrospect, it was a total cover your ASS video, okay? He knew he was going to take these videos down, and days before he took the videos down, because he didn't even take the videos down, I think, until yesterday. So days before he took the video down, he put a video up informing everybody that he, basically telling you, hey, listen, if I want to take videos down, I'm going to take videos down. And this is the reason why. So that then when it happened, people weren't like, why is David deleting videos? Because he had already said in the video he was delete videos if he felt like he needed to. And now the people that are coming out and are speaking against him are the people that David no longer associates with because they're problematic. It was, for me, it was so hard watching the video back today because I was like, wow. Like, this is really thought out and pre-planned. Like, he knew what he was going to do a couple days in advance. And this is where like, we talk about having PR people and stuff like that. I'm almost kind of under the belief that David Dobrik does have a very smart PR person behind him that said, this is what you're going to do, okay? Because people are going to come out and start talking against you. So you're going to have to get ahead of the game and say that these people are problematic, number one. Number two, there are going to be videos that you are going to have to delete. You need to come out ahead and say, I'm going to delete videos because people are now taking away their consent. And also, those videos no longer sit right with me because I don't think that they're funny, okay? Because, see, they knew on the heels of everything that had happened with Shane Dawson that people are going to start searching for videos like this. And they are. And if you look on Twitter, there's a video every hour that's coming out that somebody's like, oh, you know, there's this with David Dobrik, or oh, there's this with, you know, so-and-so, the Vlog Squad, or so-and-so. And so they were getting ahead of the game. The apology video was not an apology video. The apology video was a save my ASS and warn you guys ahead of time of what this is going to look like coming up, okay? And I think that was David probably sitting down with an attorney and with a PR person saying, what do I do going forward to protect myself and my future career possibly from having to delete videos and publicly speaking out about this, okay? Because David Dobrik's not going to come out and speak about this. He just isn't. David Dobrik has lawyered up, and he is behind the scenes right now figuring out what to do and how to handle this situation because he knows that this is an astronomical situation, okay? And so I do not believe that we will hear any comments from David. He won't be posting any more videos. This video was just to say, I'm going to be deleting videos. And in retrospect, it's interesting to me that, and maybe a lot of people did catch on to that, and I just didn't. He hadn't deleted videos at that point. And I want to go in here right now, and I want to see on, because I do believe it was yesterday or the day before that the video is 5 days old at this point. I want to see when he deleted the videos. Hold on a second. And this is just from his David Dobrik channel. This is not all the channels. Okay. Oh, wait. Why isn't it pulling up his channel? Okay, wait. David? Did I spell it wrong? The receipts, Whitney! My Social Blade doesn't want to pull it up. Why isn't it not pulling it up? Hold on one second. You guys, I am completely mesmerized. I have no idea why. It pulls up his channel views, but on Social Blade, it will not pull up David Dobrik, and I know that I looked at it just yesterday because there were something like, it was something unbelievable. It was like, I want to say it was like 22 million views or something that he had deleted, but I feel like it was more than that. So anyway, and I thought I had a screenshot of it. If I do and I find it, I will put it in here somewhere. But I don't know why Social Blade's not pulling up David Dobrik. But anyway, yeah, he deleted a ton of videos off of his channel and people were talking about it. So anyway, I wanted to talk about this article, though actually the first article that I saw was in the New York Times, and this one is on BuzzFeed News because this was the most recent one I found. Brands are cutting ties with David Dobrik following allegations of misconduct against the Vlog Squad. DoorDash, HelloFresh, and EA Sports are among the companies to announce they will no longer work with the YouTuber. Several companies have cut ties with YouTuber David Dobrik and his content-making collective known as the Vlog Squad following allegations of misconduct from multiple sources. On March 16th, Business Insider published an interview with an anonymous woman who said she appeared in a Vlog Squad video in late 2018. And I'm not going to get into all that because I think most people know about all of that already. Over the weekend, brands including DoorDash, HelloFresh, and EA Sports made statements condemning the alleged allegations of the Vlog Squad and announcing they would no longer be working with them. A spokesperson for Dollar Shave Club told the New York Times that the company that made the decision to end our relationship and cancel all planned activity. Additionally, ticketing company SeatGeek told Insider they were reviewing their relationship with Dobrik and his channel. And on Sunday, Dobrik announced in a statement to the information that he would be stepping down from the board of Dispo, the photo sharing app he co-created, and would leave the company in order to not distract from the company's growth. Reviews for Dispo on Apple's App Store fell below 2-star last week after users spammed it up with 1-star reviews following the allegations against Dobrik and the Vlog Squad. A few hours prior to Dobrik stepping down, investor Spark Capital announced in a series of tweets they would be severing all ties with the company in light of the recent news. In a video posted to his podcast channel the day the Insider investigation was published, a 24-year-old addressed the allegation, saying he doesn't stand for any kind of misconduct. Content is something that's super, super important to me, Dobrik said in his video. Whether I'm shooting with a friend or shooting with a stranger, I always make sure that, whatever the video I'm putting out, I have the approval from that person. And now there are so many people, including Trisha Paytas, that are coming out and they are saying, I never gave consent for this video. One video in particular that Trisha Paytas has talked about was a prank in which she was in the shower. And did you guys see all that? Where she showed it? She talked about it in her video that she said it was called David Dobrik. I'm not deleting comments, or I'm not turning off comments, or whatever. And she said she never gave consent on that video. So for David Dobrik to say consent is something that's important, super important to me, whether I'm shooting with a friend or shooting the stranger, I always make sure that whatever video I'm putting out, I have the approval from that person. And that's one person coming out and saying on one video that that's not true. He went on to say that should anyone involved in a video revoke their consent after it was filmed or uploaded, that video would immediately be deleted. So that might be why he's deleting these videos now. But that also goes in to, it gives allowance to why he is deleting videos, if that makes sense. There's also been moments where I've looked back on videos and I realized that those don't represent me anymore, David added. They're hurtful to other people and I don't want them up because I've grown as a content creator and as a person, and I don't agree with some of the videos I posted. Dobrik then apologized directly to Vlog Squad member Seth Francois, known as Seth, who told BuzzFeed News in February. Goes on to talk about that situation. Okay, he went on to say that he had distanced himself from former friends, including Dom, who had disappointed him. With people in my life that I don't film with anymore, like Dom and the other people I no longer film with, I chose to distance myself because I don't align with some of their actions, and I don't stand for any kind of misconduct, Dobrik said. I've been really disappointed by some of my friends, he added, and for that reason, I've separated from a lot of them. And that part to me, especially, you guys, is like, you're in a position, like, I mean, you're the ringleader of the circus, and you're blaming the clowns for not getting their act together. I mean, it's just like, it's unbelievable to me, and it's literally, you know, such a sense of entitlement that is so scary on so many levels, where you are passing the buck, where in this situation, you know, it's like the captain going down with the ship, you know, it's like, I mean, this is the point where you stand up and you take responsibility, you know what I mean? You were the person, okay, that reaped the most benefits from the Vlog Squad. Stand up and do what's right, you know, and, you know, there's so many ways that, and I don't know necessarily, in all honesty, what I think that is in this moment. You know, I think, taking responsibility and looking at those situations, and, you know, I don't know that I think that the right thing to do is get into a video right now. I mean, I think that I don't really know what the right thing to do is, you know? I do think the right thing to do is not starting to, you know, dare I use the word, gaslight. I mean, that's not the right thing to do, okay, onto other people, or to pass the buck to other people and say, like, I distance myself from them. Well, you chose to put them in your videos, you know? Those are your channels. You chose to do that. So I don't know what I think about all of that. And as far as, like, you know, brands dropping him, when you go over to SeatGeek, it's unbelievable, you guys. Hold on a second. Here, I had it pulled up and now it's gone. Okay. When you go over to their post, like this last post, that's about, you may have noticed that we've gone a little dark over here. Kind of the stages and stadiums that they're talking about like sports events. Okay. When you go, let go, and it says, let there be live. Okay. Underneath there, this has nothing to do with David Dobrik. These are the comments, and I'm literally going to read them straight down. Okay. Drop David Dobrik. Drop David Dobrik. Stop enabling a group of, okay. Or maybe you're out, cut out of the same cloth as him. Drop David Dobrik. Drop David. So you support a man who creates an environment. Okay. Stop giving David Dobrik a platform. Drop David. Drop David. Drop David. Drop David. Drop David. I mean, this, you guys, we didn't even see this with Shane Dawson, with his people that had sponsored him. And I believe that maybe it wasn't SeatGeek, but it was somebody like that. It was a ticket, app that had sponsored Shane Dawson in the past. The other question that's interesting to me about this right now is that, a lot of people are talking about these brands dropping David Dobrik, and just 2 weeks ago we were talking about James Charles, and a lot of people were commenting that, no brands were dropping James Charles about allegations that had come out, and yet then people were all up in arms about, well, we shouldn't be suggesting that brands drop these people and things like that. So, it's... I don't know what to make of that. Like, what do you think of all of that, And honestly, I really would be. I mean, I know people want to know my opinion about all this. My opinion is about this as far as the brand situations, that there are enough brands out there, there are enough influencers out there that are not problematic. I mean, okay, I just shouted out yesterday on my channel, Raw Beauty Christie, who, let me just tell you, I love that girl so much. I mean, she is so fantastic. And I always say on my channel, be too much. And she posted on her Instagram story a video of her dancing in the rain while she was walking down the street. And she was like, and I loved it. I loved it so much. Hey, SeatGeek, give Christy your sponsorship. You know what I mean? Hey, DoorDash or Brand Fresh or whoever you are, give Christy your sponsorship. There are enough unproblematic people out there that these companies could be giving their instead of, and if you don't want to pay those people the money that you would pay David Dobrik, cut it down, cut it in half, and give the people that are not problematic, give them your money and attention, and take it away from these people that are problematic. This is not the first time that David Dobrik has been problematic. You know what I mean? Like, and so that's how I personally feel about it. That's how I feel about it, As far as all the intricacies and delicacies that are going on with the whole situation, I don't know enough about it to speak on it. And that's why when I don't give my opinion about something, that's why I don't give my opinion about it. But what I think is problematic about this is not just the allegations, but the way that they're being handled. So from the point of view of how they're being handled, if I was a brand, no, I would not be supporting that, I don't know. And I do think it's going to be a discussion that comes up in the next year or two. I do think it's going to be a discussion where we start talking about what do brands support, who do they support, We've gotten to a point now where, James Charles and Tati Westbrook were the ones that proved this to us. We've gotten to a point now where influencers or YouTubers, I hate the word influencer, I think it's so phony, but influencers or YouTubers or whatever you want to call them, okay, have more power with brands and social media and getting the word out there about things like that. There are some YouTubers out there that can hold this fan up and they could sell 1 million of them, right? So you think about that kind of power when it comes to brands. But like Joan Crawford said, it cuts both ways. I mean, it really does. I mean, they can use that for good or they can use it for bad, and it can really hurt your, thing. You see now SeatGeek that has completely supported David Dobrik. If they don't sever ties with him, they're going to lose a lot of people, And it's like, if you think about it, like with Uber and Lyft, let's just say if Uber or Lyft or one of these brands supposedly supported somebody that was problematic, and where there's equally an app that you can use, that you can get either way, are you telling me that if it was a huge issue and people took it very, very seriously, if one of these apps supported that person, people would go to the other one? I mean, this is really going to be something that we're going to see in the next couple of years, So anyway, I'm going to listen to the H3 interview, and I will let you guys know what I think about that if I come back and there's a way for me to do it on this video. And feel free to leave your comments in the comment section below about what you think about all that, because I do leave my comments open. So anyway, I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow.